Potent Pondering, never pandering, back with another video. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. I really wanted to come here and talk about Ice Spice. The news came down yesterday that Ice Spice project sold 19,000 copies in its first week. Now, y'all know that I'm one of the people. I purchased Ice Spice album. It was only 4.99 on iTunes, so I purchased it or whatever, right? There's a lot of people out here talking about Ice Spice is a flop, and I've even questioned. I'm like, damn. Let me tell you something. When Ice Spice CD came out, when her album came out, and to be fair, I'm be completely honest, I felt like this was a mixtape. I felt like for her to call this an album, I just felt like it was kind of lacking on the content level, subject matter, and all of that. But I supported her because she's a New Yorker, and I just wanted to support her album because I feel like even though she might not be the best rapper, I do like how she raps. You know what I mean? But so I supported the project, right? And as I listen to it more day by day, like I listen to it in the gym because I love listening to new, fresh music from artists who I love in the gym, you know? But when I was listening to it in the gym, I could kind of see why some people have given it the feedback that they've given it, where they're just like, yo, they don't really like it or whatever, right? Now I've seen people drawing comparisons and saying, now one thing about Ice Spice, first I want to say this. Ice Spice will get streams, but I don't think she gets sales like that. Now I seen people drawing comparisons and they were saying that, like, JT sold 27,000 units the first week. Ice Spice did, well, 27,000. Ice Spice did 19K. You can't tell me that something is wrong, right? Now we also have to realize JT, and I felt like we were honestly giving JT a lot of grace and credence when it came to the release of her mixtape, because to believe it or not, JT is honestly more built up than Ice Spice, and I was included in that. I can call myself fake too. I don't think it's that I'm fake, but I think what it is when it comes to the city girls, that let's just be real, they're flops when it comes to the music. Cardi B gave them the biggest hit of their career, and they was on the song with Drake. But City Girls are flops. But we can't take that away from JT's motion and her being out here like getting it. JT was out here before Ice Spice, so in reality, she should have sold more units than Ice Spice. But when it comes to Ice, as far as visibility and everything and going viral and publicity stunts and all of that, and her campaign, I felt like Ice Spice should at least did Megan Thee Stallion numbers first week. I honestly was expecting for her to do 50,000. When I went to the Hits Daily Double and I seen the built-in albums chart, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was a little shocked. I was very shocked because I was like, wow, Ice Spice, 19,000 first week, JT 27,000. Yo, that shit threw me for a loop-de-loop. It did. And I don't know, what do you guys think went wrong? Now, I will say this. I do believe that, there's been a lot of fans, especially with the talk and the interviews of people talking about, bringing up Nicki Minaj, people feeling like Ice Spice is bringing up Nicki Minaj, as a promotional tool or whatever, because it was revealed, through those text messages that she was talking about Nicki to her friend Baby Stormy. You already know how I feel about that. I love the way Ice Spice came out. She owned it. She said that, she trusted a person. They did what they did, and she was frustrated about the contract negotiations. She has a right to feel whichever way she wants to, right? But I feel like when those text messages got revealed, a lot of people did pull back support. I truthfully do feel like a lot of people pull back support. But in the grand scheme of things, though, even though it's a small lead, 19,000 to 27,000 from JT. All right, let's just say it's 20,000. Let's say she had 20,000. There's chart data said that Ice Spice did 20,000. So 20,000 to 27,000. How did JT even get 7,000 more sales than you? You know that they said that, all right, and let's put this into perspective too. JT's first day of her mixtape got 400,000 streams. Ice Spice, on the first day of her album release for Y2K, she had like just as many streams as Megan Thee Stallion. She had 6.9 thousand streams, right? So people were comparing Ice Spice streams to Megan Thee Stallion, and they were saying how Ice Spice had an average of more streams per song than Megan Thee Stallion. So I just don't understand. So if Ice Spice did 20, 40, 60, Megan Thee Stallion still did 40,000 more. So if her album was trending to do more streams, and Megan, how many pure sales did Megan have? I think Megan had like 16,000 pure sales. So if Ice Spice only did 20,000, she probably barely did 1,000 pure sales, if that. You know what I'm saying? I was in those numbers though. I definitely supported it. So that's all I can really say. But I do feel like these sales are shocking. And it's just like more so, I always tell y'all like what's gonna happen next, you know? What's gonna happen next? Because if you did 20, like listen, you should have labeled this a mixtape. I feel, and honestly, now that I think about it, I feel like her like EP was better than this album. Now when I put that in perspective, and I'm not gonna take back my chat and say that, I do think that the album is cool, but as I listen to it more and more, I'm like, this is so quick. It is so quick. It goes from Fat Bud and it goes to the charts, it goes to the Travis Scott song. I don't even know what that's gonna do for her. If they sent that to radio, I need to look that up. But yeah, I haven't really seen Ice Spice do too many visual interviews or whatever, but I do notice that I seen JT, she did some interviews, but it's like she did everything Nicki did. She sat down with Joe Budden and then she went. And honestly, I don't want y'all to drag me for this, but it's like, what is JT going on both Joe Budden for? This project, like, let me tell you something, which is real, real talk. This project from JT, I felt like it was cute more so than really good. I don't really like JT's lyricism. I don't think, and I said this under a post from Gossip in the City. Actually, let me go to this right now so I could read y'all because there was a lot of people on Gossip in the City's page and they was going in because they felt as though that JT paid for this post. I want to read this to you. She made a post about City Cinderella. I hope I could find it really, really quickly. Yeah, matter of fact, let me look at my likes because a lot of people was commenting on what I said. Um, all right. Yes, 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 yes. So I want to read to you what Gossip in the City said about JT. So they listed City Cinderella, right? This post got 8,000 likes. It says best female rap album in the last 10 to 15 years. You know that this is a crock of shit. Crock of shit. JT she don't got enough. So they said that this is the best female rap album in the last 10 to 15 years. And before you say in glazing, me and JT have had issues in the past. This is coming from an objective ear, 10 out of 10 album, and it should receive awards because if it was another female rapper with tons of followers and a big backing, it would. The album has a nice hooks, beats, and storytelling. You get little Jeezy vibe, Trina vibe, Hot Boys, BG and Turk, Tupac vibes, and more. It deserves to sell at least 1 million copies. To me, this does sound like she's pandering, and it seems like it's purchased, right? So JT is under here. Oh wow, thank you so much. I appreciate this so much. And I see this boy from Florida who I always see supporting JT. They said, now I fuck with it, but this caption is a lot. You know this a lot. And someone said over invasion of privacy. And I said, always a black woman caping for a non-black woman who thinks you're a roach. Yeah. Somebody said the last 10 to 15 years is insane. Someone said, is this a paid ad talking about the last 10 to 15 years? Girl, did you stretch before you reach? Her album sucked real bad. Your takes are so bad. The album was not it. That's why it only did like 30K, 30K. Between her attitude and getting on every song reminded us of how pretty she is and paid she is. I mean, where's the versatility? If you want to be honest, we try to come down hard on Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion does need more substance when it comes to her subject matter, right? She definitely does need more subject when it comes to her subject matter, but I'll keep it real with you and you might disagree. Megan out raps JT. She out raps Ice Spice too. She does. I feel like Megan has way clever metaphors and like bars. She does. I personally feel like she does. I want to read to you what I say. So, in my response to Gossip in the City about JT, I said lies. Her lyricism is redundant and weak. Her lyricism is very redundant and weak. She's very pretty as a black woman, and I'm wishing her all the success though. JT doesn't have the education to even be a female rapper on the level that would appease me. And that's really true. All JT raps about is being a bad chick and, all this hair swinging type of rap, like with attitude and all of that. You need more than that. You need skill. Like to me, I want you to use this as the cheat code when you go through artists and you think, right? Now, I'm not saying Ice Spice is the smartest, but I could tell that she's been to college and done something because just with her little even cute bars and stuff like that, like when she did Barbie World with Nicki, she bought, she dropped, she, I'm dragging her because she bald a bit. Like, one thing you might try to hate on Ice Spice and say that, maybe she's redundant when it comes to certain sounds, but I think she raps better than JT. You could say tell me how you feel in the comments, but I just feel like I don't really I respect JT more as a black woman more than an artist. I don't really feel her as an artist. And I felt like even on the out on her mixtape, she has some cute moments or whatever, right? But I felt like Ice Spice had better beats. So let's just keep it real. And I want to say this as we tie the story to both of them. This is why I put, multiple people's name in the topic. Ice Spice, I felt like she should have did more on this project. You did 6.8 million streams the first day. Now, let's be honest, we can give 2 million of those streams to Did It First because that song is on today's top hits and is doing really well for an Ice Spice song, so she gets about 2 million streams a day off of that song. So that song is doing really good. So the rest of the project got about 4 million streams total first day, right? Okay. All right. When we compare that to an artist like a Nicki Minaj, Nicki got nearly 30 million streams on Spotify first day. She's major. She's huge, right? Okay. You know, but Megan Thee Stallion, she got about 6.87 million streams the first day on Megan, right? Okay. I'm just trying to understand why did Ice Spice only do 19, 20,000 when Megan did 40 and they had about the same? So even if Megan did, so okay, wait. Megan did 60. So Megan sold about 40 more thousand, but Megan only did 16 million. Megan did 16,000 in pure sales, but maybe it's because she went on Shannon Sharp, so her album increased in streams. I'm just trying to think like what was her mechanism? Ice Spice did go on some late. She went on a late show, right? I don't think that helped her a lot because you got to think of the target audience who's watching those shows. I just don't know. Like I feel like Y2K was a huge miss for her. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just feel like it was a huge miss. But I want to call this out and just be complete because I felt like we got to stop giving people passes. When it comes to our favorite artists, we be so quick to try to give them a pass. And even when it comes to Nicki, we can admit up here and talk about her and say that, listen, a miss is a miss. Nicki normally strikes on multiple songs when it comes out, but a miss is a miss. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get up here and act like just because JT did 26,000, she flopped too. She flopped. It's a mixtape. Who cares? She's a known artist. She's been out here before Ice Spice. So I just came to that understanding. I know that that's a contradiction to what I've said in my prior video when I've said that, oh, JT is building whatever. I'm going to be fair with you. I think that I'm just giving her credence because I see that she's trying something and doing it alone. She's not a new artist. JT is not new. So Ice Spice flop, JT flop. We can't listen. That's the thing with people. We want to listen. If that was Cardi, we would have called it out, right? JT been out since around the time of Cardi. She ain't building nothing. She should already have the base. People always said that she was the best in the city girls, right? So it should have been easy for her to transcend that into being a solo artist. We gotta stop giving people excuses. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Ice Spice flopped and JT flopped. But the thing about it is, I hate to say this, Ice Spice is on tour right now, right? I don't think that JT could, because I seen the venue of Ice Spice tour in DC. I don't think JT could fill that up. So you got to realize there are some advantages to Ice Spice. While she may have did kind of less than JT, I do feel like she will still get. I feel like, and we'll see as more videos and stuff come out. I might even go see her. I don't know how. I don't know. Don't hold me to it, but I might go see her. She's supposed to be in Houston on the 20th. No, I'm not gonna go now because I said it, and people weird, and I don't want you showing up thinking that you're going. No, not doing that. I might go to a different day. I think she's gonna be here in New York while I'm here. Maybe I'll go do that. Mm, I don't know. I just want to see it live in person and see how people react. I would love to just see that reaction. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Ice Spice Y2K project. Again, I still think that it's good. I don't think it's a good album though. I think it's a good. It sounds like another EP. And with the time on the album, I don't know how long the album was, but it's not long enough to be an album. It was really in and out. There was really no in depth story subject matter. It wasn't. But Ice Spice flop, JT flop, and let me know what you think in the comments and all of that, right? Potent pondering, never pandering. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I'm up out of here. Peace.